Hey guys, okay. We got check-in number 32. I'm just gonna get right into this. I'm really gonna try not to ramble through this time because I'm in so much pain. I'm exhausted. I still have to make the bed. My bed is not made. I just redid my bedding. My laundry is sitting on my counter right there. So I gotta get this done so I can make the bed, shower, and go to sleep. Okay, let's just start with the workouts. I am still about a week behind in my program, so I'm doing 9-week Control Freak off the wall, and I am, let's see, I did a workout on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I skipped Thursday, and I did Friday. I did not do Saturday or Sunday, but on Saturday and Sunday, on both of those days, I did get in walking. I did approximately an hour walk on both days combined. So I did like a half an hour walk and then another half-hour walk on Saturday, and then on Sunday I did 2 separate 20-minute walks, as well as another 30-minute walk. So roughly about an hour of walking on the weekend for each day. For my water intake, I did hit my water goal every day except for Sunday. Yesterday I just did not hit that goal at all. I forgot to take my water bottle with me when I went out walking, and yeah, I just did not get my water in, so that kind of sucks. Food excuse me. My food has not been the greatest. I have really been struggling with that again lately. I'm kind of just going through whatever is left in my fridge and my cupboards and eating anything that's left in there because, number one, I do have to do a grocery shop. It has been a long time since I've done a big grocery shop to restock my fridge. So I've kind of just been going through what I have left in my fridge, my freezer, and my pantry. In my pantry is not a lot of the healthiest stuff, but like I said, I'm trying to get rid of it. I hate wasting food. It's one of the things that really, really bugs me. So when I end up with like rotten produce in the fridge, it just drives me crazy. But the same would go for my pantry, and I know stuff in the pantry can last a lot longer. However, I have had this stuff in my pantry for like a year because of the pandemic. So a lot of the stuff has been sitting in my pantry for over a year because this pandemic has been going on for like a year and a half. And I bought a lot of this stuff when the pandemic first hit because nobody knew what the hell was going on with it, that everyone was kind of just stocking up their groceries just in case you had to quarantine, because nobody, like I said, nobody knew it was happening. And that's what I did. I stocked up on a lot of dry goods just in case I did end up having to quarantine. That way I had something in the house because I knew I won't be able to go get fresh produce for having quarantine. So I stocked up on a lot of canned and boxed food, which I don't typically eat a lot of. When I go grocery shopping, most of the stuff is all fresh, like meats, veggies, fruits, stuff like that. And then for the pantry stuff is usually just like, I don't even know. Like, I just don't have a lot of pantry foods. I don't eat a lot of it. So I have a bunch of pantry foods left that I want to go through, and I want to get eaten up before it does go bad, before it does expire. So I know it's not an excuse for eating bad, but I probably had a couple $100 worth of food in my pantry that I have to eat. So like I said, I hate having it go to waste. So I'm going to just eat it. And it's not like absolutely terrible food. It's especially if you have it in moderation. It's those like Knorr sidekicks. I have canned corn, I have canned beans, I think I have like some Alphagettis, I have Kraft Dinner, which isn't the best for you either. A lot of stuff like that really is what it is. I think I have some Mr. Noodles. So it's not the absolute worst if you were to have it in moderation, but typically I don't have it in moderation. I'll have like one of those packages will just be one meal and that's it. So just to get it out of the way. So that's what I've been doing with my pantry. My fridge is pretty much down to, I think I have eggs. I have a little bit of yogurt left. And I have one head of romaine lettuce left for my fridge. Like, that's it, other than condiments. And then for my freezer, I'm probably down to like the last 10 chicken breasts. I still have a lot of frozen vegetables and some frozen fruit. So, oh, and I have some hamburger meat as well. So I'm trying, really trying to use up what I have so that I'm not wasting it, and so that way I don't have a lot of stuff that sits in my fridge and pantry and goes bad. So that's kind of what my plan has been. And where I was going with this before I went off on this tangent is because of the fact that I have been eating a lot of the pantry stuff that isn't the greatest, my food intake and my nutrients haven't been the greatest either. So considering all of that, I'm actually kind of surprised I have not been gaining weight, because I have been, a lot of the pantry stuff is a lot of carbs, and I don't typically eat a ton of carbs to begin with, like not the refined carbs like rice and bread and all that, although I have been having a lot of rice lately, so I got to cut back on that too. So that's kind of where I'm at with my food. It's been all over the place because of what I'm doing with my food situation. So I have been all over the place with being in a calorie deficit. Some days I am, some days I'm not. I'm trying to just even it out as best I can, but it's just with the situation I'm doing right now, it is hard. So given all of that, and plus I'm not gonna lie, I have ordered snacks from Amazon, like goldfish and some cookies. So I feel bad for cheating like that, and then I realized why. It's because I got my period early, and one of my downfalls for that is sweets. So I did order some goldfish, crackers, and Oreos. So that's where I really need to get things under control again. I need to use up what I have and then go and do a fresh produce and only stock up on produce, because ever since the pandemic hit, a lot of the grocery stores where I live have started doing deliveries. Before this, not a lot of them did deliveries, so that was kind of like I don't want to say an excuse for not going to get groceries, but it kind of did affect the way I would grocery shop. So now that grocery stores do deliveries again, I can go stock up on produce and do like if anything were to ever happen, then I could order produce and stuff like that and just be fine. I don't have to only stock up on pantry food as a just in case, I think was where I was going with that. So yes, food, not the greatest, but I'm still doing okay. And then the last thing I did want to mention was, I kind of already did mention it, my period. I did start it 2 days early. So I started it on Saturday. It was actually originally supposed to start today, but I started on Saturday, which heavily influenced my my food choices. As I've mentioned so many times before, when I do get my period, I eat so much and I eat sweets. That is my big downfall. So I did do that, and it really messed with me, and I'm feeling gross. I'm feeling so bloated. I'm feeling so overweight right now. I am feeling so tired. Lately, my periods have been taking a lot out of me, so much that I just want to curl up in a ball and sleep. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do when I'm done this, is get my bedding done, and then go for a shower and sleep because I'm exhausted. I did get in my workout during my lunch break today, so I don't have to worry about doing that now. But it is just, I don't know why it's taking so much out of me lately, these past couple months when I get my period. It just is. So I'm just laughing at Steve French. He's playing with his food. Yeah, so I'm just getting just absolutely exhausted. My cramps are so painful. I just feel so heavy and bloated, and I just feel disgusting. So it hasn't been the greatest end of the week for me, and not even the greatest week in general. Last week I went into it thinking, okay, this is gonna be good, I'm gonna get on track and I'm gonna do good, but it just didn't happen. So and the start of this week, like I mentioned, is just not starting off really well either. Being in the middle of my period right now, it's not starting off on the right foot, but we'll see how it goes. It is a short week because it is Canada Day on Thursday, so I automatically get off Thursday, and then I took off Friday as well so that I have an extra long weekend, and I'm going to the lake where I could be a little bit more active. I don't do workouts at the lake, but I still am active. I don't eat the best when I'm there either, so I do have to pay attention to that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at right now. So I'm really trying to think ahead and really trying to do good for these first few days. I did good today, but I'm trying to do what I can to stay on track for these first couple days, knowing that the last couple days of the week aren't going to be the best. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at. I think that's all I have to mention. Now let's get into weight loss, weight gain. Big goose egg. I should have done that. Yeah, big goose egg. I didn't lose, I didn't gain. I'm still the exact same that I was last week. I think maybe I gained 0.2. So I'm just rounding up. It's just easier to round it. So I'm still at 27.6 pounds overall total lost. So still happy, still within that 2-3 pounds for the last couple months, whatever. It is what it is at this point. I know that I haven't been staying on track, and I know I haven't been doing everything that I can, so I'm not overly surprised at that whatsoever. But I think like I've been doing a lot of, not research, but a lot of I guess Pinterest and TikTok, a lot of inspirations for meals, and just really looking at a lot of weight loss inspiration stuff. So I'm kind of getting back to it, and I know I say this every week that I am, but it's off and on. I'm saying I'm really into it today. Tomorrow is probably going to be completely different, and it's going to be a whole different mindset, and that's how it is for me. I'm like that every single day, up and down, up and down. So it is what it is. I'm doing what I can and hoping for the best. I'm still, like I said, I'm still working out, not as much as I should be, to be quite honest. That I do skip workout days, and I know that my nutrition isn't great. So I know where the problems lie. It's a matter of addressing the problems and working on the problems. So that's what I'm going to keep trying to do. But overall, I do have to say, overall, I'm still happy with how things are going. It is what it is. I'm just going to keep repeating myself with that, and that's why I'm going to end it right here, because I'm repeating myself, and I said I don't want to do that. I said I wanted to get in and out with this video and go to bed. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in my next week update. Bye guys.